Hi, so as in my last video, I spoke about my boyfriend, so this is Ben,
Hi guys.
who is also trans male to female, and that's it really. Do you want to say a bit more?
Not really, but you can check out my YouTube link, which is self_made_boy_8. My stories are on there. I got some with Shane in as well. So it'd be good to check them out and comment, like, and share if needed, or you can always ask us questions or topics.
Yeah, so me and you have been together 7 months now.
Yeah, come up to 8.
Yeah, we've moved in and everything together. But today we thought we'd do an A to Z so that you can learn a little bit more about us and we'll probably learn things about each other.
Yeah.
So shall I start?
Yeah, can do.
So my A is for animals. So I'm such an animal person. Absolutely, I love them. My main one though, which I have one here, is sloths. I'm absolutely addicted.
Yeah.
This is my 9th soft toy currently. You can do your A.
My A is what you'll be able to see on my old one. Is Alex Walkinshaw. He's Smithy from the Bill. If anyone knows, mainly people know him as Smithy. But yeah, he's just like a great guy that you can look up to. I've met in person. I was meant to get his autograph off someone and meet him again, but it didn't happen because he is doing another show and filming in that now. You'll be.
Well, my B is you. Yes, this lovely one.
You're cute.
Yeah.
My B is my baby cousin. Unfortunately, they're not with us. I say them because it was a miscarriage. But yeah, I'll get attacked by a trans flag. But yeah, so mine is baby G.
So my C is Canterbury, which is where I lived for about 3.5 years. So I went to uni there and I've just moved out of Canterbury, so I will be back to visit and I'm missing it.
Yeah. My C, I've got 2. One is my baby cousin Charlie.
It's not having it.
Who is 1. We just had his first birthday. And the second one is coaching. I do a lot of football coaching with girls, mixed, and boys as well. And yeah, so your D?
So my D is dance. So I've been dancing for nearly 12 years now. So I started when I was about 11. And I've always wanted to dance. And then I got into it when I was in secondary school. And I've done countless things. I've performed, one of my main ones was I performed in the Olympic opening ceremony in Dartford Borough and in Trafalgar Square. And then more recently I've gone to uni to do dance education and I'm hoping to carry on with it here and start a new dance school.
Yep. My D is drawing. So you'll see on one of my channels, one of my videos, that I'm actually doing a drawing. But yeah, so I draw when I mix emotions or if I'm in the mood to draw. It's just a way of getting out my feelings. Mainly is what I've been my last recent ones have been how I felt over the last couple of months last year.
So my E is education, because I'm currently now got a new job in a special needs school. So education is something I've always wanted to go into, and I just love to be able to teach people through dance and through other forms as well.
Mine's also education, but not in form of special need, unfortunately. Mine is I'd go into schools to talk about my transition, and I do workshops around it and around sexuality as well. And I've got a couple coming up in July, which hopefully I'll be able to do,
Yeah, and
and
hopefully
how
I'm
I
gonna
feel.
join in with you and do some stuff on me as
Yeah.
well. So then that goes on to F. So my F is family. Unfortunately, I don't get to see my family very often, where I moved away to uni and now obviously moving and stuff. And my family's quite spread out. So I've got family in America and Australia and up north. So I don't tend to see them. But more so is that I have a new second family with you.
You sure do, baby.
And your family have taken me in just as one as their own, and I feel so welcome and stuff with them in here. And obviously your baby cousins and stuff call me uncle, so
No,
yeah,
yeah, no,
I'm
definitely.
lucky to join another family.
My F is football. Like I said, I do coaching. I used to play on a Sunday league, but where I obviously started work, I couldn't. But I would like to get back into it. I do miss it, but obviously there's just other stuff in the way at the moment which I need to sort out and deal with before. But yeah, no. So football's a massive part of my life as well.
So my G is graduation, so I can now say I am officially a graduate as of last week. So yeah, I get my grades and stuff in the next week or so. But yeah, that's it.
My G is ground belay. I'm trained in doing rock climbing, Jacob's ladder with actually belaying it on my own, and peer and group peer. So obviously I could let the children do it. I got that through a job I was at the beginning of the year, which I no longer attend, but that's a different story. So if I want, I can go into ground belaying.
So my H is horse riding. So I used to horse ride when I was younger, and I've always kind of helped over in the stables near me. And again, it's something that I haven't done recently and want to get back into, because I just love horse riding and horses and animals in general.
Yeah. My H lol is Hollyoaks.
Which you've now got me into.
Yeah, I got this one into it. I've been watching it from as long as I can remember, to be honest. So yeah, I've watched it pretty much me being me being a little bit younger, and obviously starting to understand all the soap scenes and stuff. So yeah, my H is Hollyoaks.
So my I is injuries. So as a dancer, you can imagine I get lots of injuries. I'm the most clumsiest person, to the point where I've got a bruise on my leg quite significantly, where I don't know where it's from. But yeah, no, quite recently I had quite a severe back injury. So I dislocated my hip, my SIA joint, and tore all the muscles in my back and trapped all my nerves. And that's kind of an ongoing injury now that I have to just be careful and be aware of and not overdo it. But yeah, injury is my biggest one.
My I is Instagram, so it's another platform to update my transition and just other things with us. So you'll be able to check that out. So my transition one is this guy's transition _8, and my other one is transmade boy. I think it's spelled with an I _ 08 or 8, I can't remember.
Yeah, then mine's trans dancer and the same. I kind of document
my
transition and everything.
So that's
on
another
Instagram.
platform for us to help other people in the same situation as us. Obviously, you've said at your first video where you're at the start of your transition, and then I'm done on the second stage of the medical side. So we're able to help each other and obviously help other people. So that's another platform to be aware of and look at.
My J is my brother Jordan. So he is 18 months younger than me, and growing up we've always been very, very close. As I said in my previous video, that I mainly spent time hanging around with him and the boys and stuff. So he's now in the Navy, so I don't actually see him again very often because he's here, there and everywhere on deployment. But yeah, my brother and me are quite close, and I'm glad that we can still maintain that relationship even not seeing each other.
Yeah. My Jay is another baby cousin called JJ, who unfortunately couldn't make it in 2013. He was born at 23 weeks premature, and the hospital my cousin's girlfriend was at, they didn't have the right equipment to save him, and obviously being that young as well, it was like a 50-50, but obviously if they had the right equipment, it's more of a chance that he would have survived. Yeah, he was 23 weeks premature, but there has been in the news that it has happened for that young. But yeah, it's just obviously he wouldn't have been able to be registered until obviously the fully time where a baby would be. So again, another baby cousin.
So my K is Kitten. So me and Ben are actually going to get a kitten tomorrow, which we will introduce you to. He's only 7 weeks old, so we're getting him a little early because they're all kind of ready to go and stuff. So I'm quite excited about that, getting a little kitten for us.
Yeah, mine's pretty much the same. So we've named him Hayes, which we both agreed on
before we went and saw
we was
him.
looking at names before and stuff, and yeah, it's like we looked at another kitten beforehand nearer to where I live, and she was lovely. Like the kitten was lovely, but we both didn't connect with the same one. We both connected with
like
different ones.
And we wanted a boy, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
As well, where they were both girls that the woman had. But then, yeah, when we went to see these ones, they had 12 rag dolls, and straight away we both fell in love with him.
The same one,
and the same name, like, so yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited to get him tomorrow.
Your L?
So my L is LGBT, so I obviously tick 2 of those, trans and gay.
Yep.
But also at uni I was part of the LGBT Society. I was on the committee for the LGBT Society. I've been to NUS conferences to represent students. I've also been an LGBT officer on the student union, and then this year was trans officer, which was the first one we've ever had at our uni. So yeah, the LGBT society and community kind of play quite a big role in my life.
No, yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's my L.
My L again, another baby cousin. Logan, he is 2. And yeah, he's like literally like the cutest. You've met him, and it kind of like changed your mind of wanted.
Yeah, like straight away we
more.
fell in love with him.
Yeah, it kind of got
He's
you
a
a
very
bit sloppy
special
with
little
kids,
boy.
didn't he? Yeah. M.
So M is moving. So I move around a lot. So when I was a baby, I moved around quite a lot. And then I stayed in the same house for about 15 years. And then after moving there to uni, I've lived in, this is my 9th house, I think I counted the other day. 8 or 9 in the last 3.5 years. So hopefully this one stays for a little while. But yeah, just with life of uni and moving around and various things. So yeah, I seem to be doing that a lot. So I obviously like moving.
Yeah. My M is Mosaic Youth Club, or Mosaic LGBT Youth Club. They were based in North London in Kilburn, but we've had to move last year. I'm pretty much still close to them. Like, I do all my school talks through them. The youth worker Lucas, he's fantastic. Like, you easily get on with him. Need any support, obviously he's always open. It's 13 to 19-year-old, so if you are watching, you're struggling with your sexuality, your gender, or you know who you are in the LGBT community, get online, Google Mosaic LGBT Youth Club, and they will come up, and get contact with Lucas, and he'll be more than happy to help you.
So N, mine is for New Beginnings. Again, as I said, where I've moved a lot. See, I started uni, started fresh, see, when I come out as trans, it was quite a new beginning, and now moving here with you, getting the kitten and a new job and new house and everything. So, and I quite solely believe, like, if something's not going a way you want it, or you're not on the path that you want to be, then you just start fresh and go from there. So yeah, what's your N?
My N is name. So you might be thinking why. So obviously the one that I did before, I have Shane in it. I have Shane as my name. I changed that on my 18th birthday. And again, you'll see of reasons why in my old video. To do with Shane Ward, which is a singer. But then why I've picked a name again is because I've now changed my name to Ben just before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The reasons why is where my family have been calling me Ben, and obviously Shane is called Shane, my boyfriend. Everyone thought it was a bit weird of Shane, and then we both look up and they're not actually talking to us, talking to like you.
But yeah,
or something.
pretty much when we met, you were still kind of going by Shane, but all your family called you Ben. So
yeah, so it's like
I've
killing
always
two
kind of
birds
straight
with
away went for Ben.
So it's like killing two birds with one stone. If my family don't accept me as a guy and who I want to be as Ben, then I guess it was the easier option rather than battling with them calling me Shane and all this. So yeah, and obviously it's a lot better and they accept me more. So yeah. O.
So O is openness. So I'm quite an honest and open person. Like, I can come across as blunt because I will just tell you kind of what I think, I suppose. But no, I just solely believe in like open-mindedness, openness, like being honest. What? I'm always honest with you. Give me that look. Right, go on then. What's your one?
I'm just putting funny faces at you. My O is, as far as I can remember, I've only stayed in hospital once overnight, which was the 8th of this month. Is that right? Yeah. Because I will talk further down why. But yeah, first time in like 21 years I've stayed in hospital, obviously apart from when I was born. I don't know if I was in, but you know. that I've known from knowledge that I stayed in over hospital. And it was only one, and it was a very nice one, very private hospital in Brighton. Was treated well, treated how I wanted to be treated. Helped me if I wanted painkillers. So, but I'll go on further to reasons why I was staying there a bit later on.
So P, which I know we both have the same, is pride.
Yeah.
So obviously, trans pride, LGBT pride.
Just a way of like
Yeah,
to be
being
yourself,
able to be
even
yourself
if it's
and
that
celebrate.
one day.
And, yeah,
like-
I've only actually been to 2, which is Canterbury Pride and Trans Pride, but we're hoping to kind of try and hit them all this year, aren't we?
Yeah, we're trying to go. Obviously, we're not going Brighton Pride. Not Brighton. I mean Birmingham for reasons. But yeah, no, we're going to try and go London,
Brighton,
Canterbury, Margate, possibly if we can.
And obviously
Trans Pride.
Yep.
And obviously down the lines and down the years, hopefully move around a bit more and see what's around. But like it's obviously Pride, it's a day, or Trans Pride it's over 3 daes. But it's obviously it shouldn't be that though. Like we should be just be
just have
ourselves
that one day. Yeah.
Like why can't society just accept like there are
We've
LGBT
had Pride
people?
every day.
Yeah,
Like, be
it's
proud
like,
of who we
it's
are.
like we have to come out of who we are. Be like mum, dad, whoever we're living with, that this is my boyfriend, this is my partner, I'm trans, I'm gay or whatever. Whereas obviously with the straight community it's more like they don't have to do anything. So it's a bit like, but then that's the reason why we have Pride, because we show that we exist and that we are here.
We are, yeah.
Q, I've got quotes. So I love my quotes. So you'll see on my YouTube account, on my Instagram, I've got quotes and
We've
stuff.
got a few up here, haven't we, in the room?
Yeah, we'll have a few more which we can obviously take pictures of later on and upload. But yeah, your Q.
So my Q is questioning. So I'm quite kind of an inquisitive person. So if I don't know something, I will question, and I just generally do answer lots of questions.
Yeah.
So then, what we got? Oh, art. So my art is River Island. So for nearly 3 years, I worked at River Island in Canterbury, and it was my first kind of proper job, and I loved working there. Everyone was like family, and they were also really, really good with like the whole transition thing. And yeah, my manager, like, though obviously sometimes got it wrong, she did try and correct herself, but straight away I could wear men's uniform, worked on the men's shop floor, and yeah, so just River Island.
Mine is Ruby, which is again another baby cousin, who is 2, coming up to 3. But she's like very advanced for her age. She learnt very quickly to do things, and she's like very independent. Got it. Very independent little gal, and I love her to bits. It's a shame I don't see her much, but I get to see her this weekend or next weekend.
Next weekend we're going down.
And now we're going to S. So my S is Shane, which is obviously sitting next to me. My boyfriend, like we said, been together nearly 8 years.
Yeah.
8 months. This month in a couple. No, we've been together already for 8 months. Because it's the 20th.
20th, yeah.
So yeah, just over 8 months now.
So, my S, I've got 2. So singing is one of them. So I used to sing quite a lot when I was young, and then I kind of just lost confidence and got disheartened. But then going back to going to uni and being in Canterbury, I was able to join show choir, and was able to sing in show choir in the boys section. And yeah, I use it to kind of lower my voice quite a lot and things like that. So singing is something I just love to do. And it was actually one of the first things you saw me do, wasn't it? When you first met me, you come to one of my shows.
Yes.
Yeah.
6th of December.
And you love when I'm singing.
I do.
And then the other one is sign language. So I've done sign since I was in primary school, since I was about 7 years old. I use it quite a lot working with special needs. And yeah, so I use sign quite a lot, and I sing and sign as well, so I combine them.
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm tired. So we go on to T. So I've got 2 for T, but it kind of like relates to the same thing. So obviously it's like my transition as a whole, and also top surgery. So obviously that's the reasons why I was in hospital for overnight. I had important surgery for a trans person, any trans person to go through. So on the 8th of May 2017, I had my top surgery done, which is where I was born female. And I'm going through the whole transition of becoming a male, of who I actually am. I had obviously my chest all touched up and surgical on to make it a flatter chest, more male looking chest. Which if you go onto my YouTube link, which we mentioned before, I've got the updates of all my channels.
Documentaries, didn't we, the whole day?
Yeah, and obviously there'll be one on there a bit later during the week from a follow-up that I had where I saw my chest the first time on Thursday just gone. So I won't go into details on that, but obviously that'll be on my YouTube account. And yeah, obviously the transition, it's just a massive hole for both of us, really.
Yeah, my T is trans or transition. So obviously, like you said, it's quite a massive part of our lives and something we're going through, and something that we also able to educate other people on. Obviously, hence the YouTube and Instagram accounts, and just be able to help other trans people be able to be more comfortable and be themselves.
It's like to help each other as well. Like obviously, where we're both trans, obviously, I'm further ahead. Like I'm able to help you and see where obviously what would happen during the line. But then obviously, I'll learn off you with like obviously seeing someone from their perspective of them having that transition from early
and
starts.
obviously it's quite funny when we first started talking. We didn't know either one of us
Yeah.
was trans until like
So we actually like
spoke to each
spoke
other more
properly.
and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's obviously something that we help each other with.
So,
But yeah,
our
so
U's.
my U is university. So as I said before, I have just graduated and I went to Canterbury Christchurch Uni to do dance education, and I also want to carry on with my uni after taking a few years out to work. So I want to go and do a master's degree eventually.
Do you want to get more more experience and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I want to get experience and money behind me first, and then but yeah, uni's something I've always wanted to do, and yeah, I'm now glad that I've got through 3 years of uni, and I graduate in September.
You do.
Yeah. So you're uni. You're you, Rob?
My U. Well, I'm not as smart as you to go into uni, eh?
I'm sure you will.
No, my U is a program that was on in 2014. In March time was a documentary called Underage and Gay. Some people have seen it, some people haven't, just because of the time it was on. But on there it was just obviously people. I don't understand why it was called Underage, because most of them people were over the age of 16. Just talking about how their lives being in the LGBT community, how they were bullied, how they've been kicked out of their homes because of it, and how obviously some people do accept it, some parents are amazing with it and some parents aren't, but it's just giving that awareness that it still happens. It's the 21st century, why are we still getting discriminated against? So that's my U. Your V.
So my V is videos. So I kind of take a lot of videos on a day-to-day basis. I like to kind of video and document memories and photos as well. We both quite like our photos and videos, don't we? And obviously YouTube videos and stuff. So yeah, my V is videos.
My V is pretty much the same. Videos, YouTube. It's just that platform to express how you're feeling, and it's an easier way of letting other people know that you can go through a shit time but come out at the end of it. It's not always there's no light at the end of the tunnel, because you're going to go through shit. Everyone goes through a hard time.
But it's sharing that and being able to voice it with
it's
others.
knowing how to come out the other end. And that's what our YouTube channel is about. If you go through our videos, we've both been through so much to get where we are today.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for us be able to do these videos, we
probably
wouldn't even be sitting here today.
No. So then my
W.
W is weddings. So I've only actually been to one wedding,
So
which
have I.
is when I walked my mum down the aisle. So this was 2015. So her and my stepdad have been together for 15, 16 years now. So it was quite a small wedding. It was only close friends and family, because obviously they'd been together for so long and stuff. But yeah, now I got the privilege to walk my mum down the aisle. But yeah, her wedding.
Quickly going on to yours, we've both only been to one, but we've got one next year, which is going to be my cousin's wedding, which I'm quite surprised actually that he's getting married, but he's happy. I'm not seeing this happy before. But anyway, my W is Waterloo Road. I got box set 1 to 6 still, as mentioned on my other one, but I do want to get the others. It's just obviously at the moment I don't even have money for it. But yeah, no. So yeah, Waterloo.
My X is Exhibit, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? Which is basically a naval kind of medieval ship. And as I said before, my brother's in the Navy. I've had quite a lot of family in the Navy and the armed forces and stuff. And I've been to tour around some of the ships. But also my brother has actually just been placed on his ship. And he is going to be in London to do tours for schools and things. So I'm hoping that I can go on a tour and see his ship and stuff that he's on.
My X is X-ray. So as mentioned before, in year 7, I broke my right arm playing football. So obviously I had an X-ray for that. And a couple of months ago, I had like these really bad sharp pains in my chest, which I didn't know where they were coming from. Like I could just lay still and they'll be there. So we went like A&E a couple of times in a way. So obviously I've had loads of X-rays on my chest. Nothing showed up, which is good. But then obviously it's still like, where are they coming from? But I haven't had them since having the surgery, have I? So yeah, that's my ex. You? No? Why?
Why? So my why is YouTube. So as I said, this is my first time starting my YouTube channel, but I have been part of yours. I've also been on one of my friends. I am on very old YouTube videos as well of me dancing with when I did the Olympics that I spoke about earlier. And also just that growing up I didn't really watch YouTube, and it wasn't until I went to uni and obviously was figuring myself out that I watched countless YouTube videos, and it wasn't till I could kind of watch them and relate to people and listen to other people's stories that I was able to kind of relate to it, and it's why I wanted to start doing my own videos so that I could help other people out there just like people on YouTube have helped me.
My why is youth work. So I've done some youth work with Mosaic, so I'd help with like workshops and everything, but I want to get into it more. Like I've done training to be youth work. I do like obviously doing the school talks and stuff comes from the youth work as well. I've been asked to go on a youth work camping trip in August, but I'm still a bit weary because obviously I've only just had surgery, so I'm just going to go to the meet. I'm going to go to the meeting next week and and see how I am, and obviously keep them updated with how I do, just because my left side at the moment is a bit of playing up at the moment, as they say. But yeah.
Do you want to do your Z as well?
Z is my my zodiac sign, to like your birth sign, whatever you call it. So I'm a Libra, so I was born on October the 11th. So yeah, that's mine.
Yeah. See, I've got an unusual one, haven't I? Mine's like in between, but also because I was born really premature, so I kind of fit between two different ones. But no, my Z is zoo. So, as I said before, I love animals, and I just love going to the zoo. So we're going to take a trip hopefully in the summer to London Zoo, aren't we? Which you won't pull me out of. I'll be there all day.
Yeah. But that's the thing, going to the zoos is like, it has to be like a day thing.
Yeah. But London Zoo has sloths too, so I can go and see the sloths.
Might be able to get rid of this one. I'm joking.
I'll stay there with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so zoo's my last one. So yeah, this has been quite a bit of a long video, but I hope you've learnt more about us, and if you have any questions, then just pop it in the comments.
Comment below.
Also, I'll post Ben's link below, and yeah, just like and comment and subscribe. Thank you.
So that's us. Bye.